Was waiting on someone else. Okay. That's all right. Good morning, President Stacey Davis Gates. I'm former board member Dwayne Truss, and it was my recommendation to former CEO Dr. Jackson that LSCs have the right to whether they keep SROs in the school. Prior to this, the principals made that decision, but the right thing to do was to make sure that that democratic right belonged and stayed with local school councils. I'm here to stand up for the LSCs on the west and south sides who voted to keep their SROs because we're tired of continued disrespect of the Black community, especially the Austin community. You did not come to our community asking us what we wanted. You decided. Now let's take this example about everybody talking about police officers in schools and leading to arrests and this and that. But Mr. Jackson, I should say Mayor Jackson, he didn't mention the fact that if you look at the OIG reports, the reporters is there. We have more sexual misconduct by teachers taking kids to their homes and sexually assaulting them than we had SROs misconduct in our schools. But I don't hear anybody saying we should get rid of teachers. Are we throwing the baby out with the bathwater? Did anybody go granular into that data? Mayor Jackson Potter didn't mention anything about students being recently shot and murdered outside of school. A 14-year-old child murdered another child. And those are the complexities that my kids, my 5 young men who I raised in the Austin community, who have kids in the high school in the Austin community, have to deal with every day. But we got these social justice, liberal individuals that want to keep telling the Black folks, we know what's best for you. We know this is best for you. But the point is that we got very complex problems. Rather than really working with us and trying to go ahead and come up with solutions, you want to go ahead and dictate to us. You're not asking the question like, who are the ones calling the police on kids? What are they being arrested for? What's the local school data? All you look at, well, there's arrested at school. Even if an SRO, we have many SROs like Carolyn Williams and Michelle Clark, who we had to kick the principal out because the principal wanted her to arrest kids every time they rolled their eyes. And she was like, no, I'm not going to do it. Media, I got a lot more to say if y'all want to hear some real deal instead of this propaganda constantly being perpetrated here. Because the fact is that the teachers union and President Stacey Davis Gates are constantly, the fact that Brighton Park Neighborhood Council, they're some political support of CTU. Raise your hand. Once upon a time, I was part of it when it was under President Stacey Gates. They became a wholly owned subsidiary of CTU, and so here they are. But the fact is that Black folks are tired of getting disrespected.
Speaker number one,
don't live in our community while we got kids like us that's killing our kids in our community, and we understand it is a tough situation. I wish there was no SRO in the police department, but last time I checked, when we all went through that metal detector, we had to go through it, right? There's a reason. That was a young man.
Thank you.
That's this question.
Number one,
that young man with the Brighton Park Neighborhood Community shirt. Why did the security guard take a knife away from him? Why?
Thank you.
They took the knife away from him because obviously that young man must don't feel protected. And he had to take a
Thank you.
Thank you, former member Truss. Please submit the rest of your things to public comment.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Folks.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Former woman Truss, thank you.
Thank
Folks
you.
in the audience, thank you for respecting the
All
floor.
I ask is that you respect the Black, South, and West Side communities, and that maybe we have some other kids. If you allow me to, I would bring some other kids
former
that have a
woman.
entirely different conversation than they.
Thank you.
But you don't want to have that conversation.
Thank you.
I know how many other speakers there are, but you know what? I'm glad I'm back on this side, so that way I don't have to play that role of
Thank
saying be a diplomat. The time to say we're tired of being disrespected.
Thank you for your
tired
time.
of kids being
Thank you
killed,
for your
and
comments.
we're tired of people sticking their holes
Thank
in
you
their
for
heads
your
in the sand.
comments.
I'm just
If
keeping
there's-
it real.
Thank you. Thank you.
Like Tom Cruise said, you can't handle the truth. I'm
Thank
sorry,
you.
But
Sir,
I got
thank you.
grandkids.
Sir, I thank you so much for your
Michelle
public
Clark.
comment.
You got kids in
I thank you
school,
so much
too.
for your public
Thank-
comment.
I am going to go
Thank
ahead
you.
and stand up for my community,
Thank
my
you.
kids. And if it makes people uncomfortable, it makes
Thank-
people uncomfortable.
Thank
This
you.
is the same Dwayne
Thank-
that was before I got on the board, and this is the same Dwayne.
Thank you.
And you know what, President Stacey Davis Gates? please don't come up to shake my hands, because you had opportunity to shake my hand
Thank you.
and to have real conversations,
Thank you.
but you chose not to
Thank
because
you.
you was a wholly owned subsidiary of President Stacey
Thank-
Davis Gates.
Thank you again for your comment.
No, not thank you. I won't say thank you before.
Thank
And I'm
you.
gonna go ahead and start.
Please submit the rest of the comments.
And
Thank-
give
thank
give
you.
them what
Thank
they
you.
want to say.
Thank
Because
you.
when we try
Thank you.
to be nice, now
Thank you.
listen,
We have to go into the next. We have to go to the next. We can call a recess. We can call a recess.
So unable to continue business, we'll now move into a short recess. Vice President Todd Billings, motion on the floor. Is
That you all created.
Yes, I move that the board
This is
take
what you
a
said,
short
because you
recess.
will not
there a second?
Second.
Thank you. I will proceed with a roll call. Member Fahey Hughes?
Yes.
Member Lozano?
Yes.
Vice President Todd Breland?
Yes.
Member Woods?
Yes.
Member Estrada?
Yes.
Member Morales? President Shi?
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays. This motion is adopted. We will go into a 20-minute recess.